I've had a hectic few months of adjusting to a new way of learning, and I found myself having fallen behind. Prioritizing when under stress means that it's necessary to catch up later in times of relaxation, and that's what my winter holidays have been like. I've had one course in particular that I've been struggling with, biochemistry. I started off the holidays with a goal to catch up in this course and properly understand everything I'd been confused about up until now. Unfortunately, I'm halfway through my holidays, and it seems like my stubbornness may actually keep me from revising for bigger exams that are coming up. Okay, so I figured out a list of things that I need to get done over the next few days, and I've prioritized them based on the courses that have tests or exams coming up, like physiology or Czech. I would also like to catch up on some biochemistry lectures that I really need to sit down and understand, but I'm kind of coming to terms with the fact that might not be possible given the time period. And I mean, like, it's not ideal, but fine. All right, whatever. It often turns out that the first plan I had laid out for myself ends up failing. I'm usually overly ambitious in what I think I can get done and fail to account for things like my mood or energy levels. You would think I'd have learned by now, but shockingly, it's still a work in progress. What I have gotten quite good at, though, is adjusting my expectations and restructuring my plan to be more realistic. As it turns out, I need at least a second shot at making a goal before it becomes one that I can follow through on. Alright, so I've just finished with one study session so far, went through a physiology lecture, made my questions to input into Anki and reviewed the material, and I'm feeling good so far. I have more to do, but I do need a break, so I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit, maybe watch some TV, maybe do some yoga, we'll see. We're making progress. We're making slow but steady progress. So with studying, it's really important that you manage your expectations, right? Like, I started off this holiday break thinking that I'd be getting so much done, when in reality that didn't end up being the case. I forgot that I'm human. I forgot that I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna wanna rest. I'm gonna wanna hang out with my family and just relax for a little while and socialize. I've gotten better at managing my time and allocating a certain amount of time for every particular task, and estimating pretty well how long each task is gonna take. I figured out how much time everything takes in an ideal circumstance, though. So when I'm, I have a full day off, like in terms of no classes, when I'm focused, when I'm feeling in a good mood, and also when I don't have any distractions around me, like the holiday time where my family's around and all hanging out with each other. That's where I went wrong. My expectations of myself were a little too unrealistic. An important thing to remember, I think, is that falling behind is normal. It's natural. It happens to everybody. I thought that at the beginning of this year that I would be able to keep up with everything because second year is supposedly easier than first year, which quite frankly, time management wise, it is. But I still needed to prioritize during the semester, and that meant that, certain things weren't reviewed as well as they should have been. So I did fall behind, and I'm coming to terms with the idea that that it's okay. I put too much pressure on myself earlier to make sure that everything went according to plan and was on time and I was keeping up with all the material, when in reality that's just not feasible right now. It takes me longer to understand the concepts that we're learning this year, and that means that I am gonna be behind in certain things. And that's fine. Like, it's not ideal, don't get me wrong, but it's fine. We'll catch up eventually. So far today, I've worked on my Anki. I've worked on physiology, and I'm finishing up a biochemistry lecture right now. It's going well. I'm enjoying it. It's a manageable timeline, and as of right now, no one's at home, so it's easier for me to concentrate and focus on studying. All right, so that's my spiel on managing time and my current thoughts of having fallen behind in school yet again. And that's all I have for you today. I need to get back to work and finish up that biochemistry lecture, and then I'll have the rest of the evening to chill out. So I'm gonna go do that. If you guys wanna watch a video about some study tips that I talk about, I'll have the video linked somewhere here, and I will see you next time.